Hey everybody, so I'm excited this morning. Woke up with a good attitude and let's get to it. Alright, so I have changed everything that I needed to change so far except for the camera because I do millimeters, I do what's called precise measuring, and this is super important to keep up with. So now I got all that situated. Back to my tool, and I am creating a lightsaber or a lightsaber from Star Wars. It is going to be pretty cool because I am excited. I'm gonna try and make it the best I can. This is gonna be neat. I'm actually really excited because I'm using wood filament for the handle, and I'm using a glow in the dark for the actual light part. And this is gonna be awesome. This is just gonna look too cool. All right, so here we go. Go ahead and get them out of here. All right, where they at? They all the way out of here. GX. Get them out of here. Let's go. Alright. Yeah. Alright, all the way over there. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to bring in a cylinder. My good old friend cylinder. So, with the cylinder, you can rotate it along the X 90 degrees. There we go. Now, I'm going to need to pay attention to my item because I need to know the measurements. Now, this is 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters by 2 millimeters. I want to change this to about 10 millimeters. Actually, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go higher than that. I'm gonna go 30 millimeters. There we go. There it is. And now I need to do some editing. So I'm building the light part first, just to let y'all know, then I'll get to the other parts. Alright, so I'm going to extrude this along the Y. Just a little bit though. Control B so I can pull it all the way back. Click this face, Control B, all the way back. Click this face, Control B, Control B, all the way back. So I need this to look as close to it as possible because I really am going to. I'm not selling this, by the way, just so you know. Like I'm not a person who works for Star Wars or anything like that. It's not me, sadly. I wish it was. That'd be really sweet. That'd be really, really cool. But sadly, it's not. So I'm not selling this. I'm just creating this for fun, just to also give you guys a video to watch and my channel some content. Alright, so that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna bevel it one more time because I'm really not a fan of, whoa, what the. Alright, so Control B. I'd rather it be a small point than a large point. Alright, there we go. Now I'm gonna grab this GY. Moving out a little bit. Here we go. Perfect. Alright, and this can basically stay the same. This is really all that needs to be done to the lightsaber. Excuse me. This is really all that needs to be done to the lightsaber, because as you know, it's just a tube. That's all it is. I will be printing these pieces out separately. For the reason being that I can't print this all in one. I don't think my printer is going to be long enough. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna shift right click. Now I'm going to shift A. But first I'm gonna get out of edit mode in order to want my shape to appear. Then I'm gonna do another cylinder. I'm gonna rotate along the X 90 degrees, and I'm just gonna go back. Rotate along the X 90 degrees. Then I'm just gonna scale this thing up. That way it's bigger. That way it's bigger than my object here. Alright. So I'm gonna go GX, GZ, and I want this thing to be pretty centered. Don't really want it to be. So this is good. This is 5 millimeters. It's 4.4 or 5.43 millimeters by 5.43 millimeters. So forth, so on, which is pretty good. As a matter of fact, I do have to go back and change this because I wanted this to be a lot bigger. So instead of being 2 millimeters thick, I wanted this to be 15 millimeters thick. I want this to be 15 millimeters thick. And there we go. Maybe I don't want that to be 15 millimeters, 10 millimeters. Like 10 millimeters, this should look good. Looks a lot better, I can say that. And then this be 35. Now that it's bigger, I gotta go back and edit again. Gotta take these and these, push them out to G, Y, Control P. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Control Z, Control Z. There's one I missed, so I gotta hit Shift Alt click. Sometimes it does that. Control Z, Shift Alt click. There we go. So it looks like there might be another one that I need to grab. This one as well. So I'm gonna grab that one. And I'm gonna click. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Alright. So I'm gonna click over here. Try here. Try here. And it's not working for me. Alright. So I'm Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I'm gonna bring this out, GY. I knew I needed to grab that ring. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the line selection, and I'm going to grab this line, and I'm going to GY and push it back. I'm gonna do the same for the rest of these. So Shift Alt, click, GY, bring them back to over here. Shift Alt, click, GY, bring it back. And now I'm going to Shift Alt, click, or Shift Alt, click, GY, and bring this back here. Alright. Now I can grab this line. Now I can bring it back to GY. And then I can grab this line, move it forward, and our shape starts to come back here. G1, Control B. Alright, so there we go. That is our lightsaber. Now, I'm going to exit out of there. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to scale it bigger than normal. Alright. That looks fair. But I need it a little bit bigger. I need to actually get this over. So GX, get that over just a little bit. Super fair. I'm going to scale it just a little bit bigger because I know it's going to happen. So I'm going to go to 14, and now I need to grab this face and extrude it. So I'm going to hit edit, grab just this face, go first face, select, grab this face, G, X, and wow, sorry, GY, and bring it back. So I want this to be approximately, because the light part of the lightsaber is always longer, and you don't want to make it too big. But I got my lightsaber at 30, so I need to stay away from 30. I need to be at, so if I have it at 30, I want it to be half away, 15, or as a matter of fact, I'm okay with 13. No, I'm not. No, I'm not okay with that. G1. Alright, let me get out of ML so I can really measure this thing. 88.5, see that's... I knew it was doing something that wasn't reading to me right here. Alright, so it don't need to be 88. It needs to be bigger than our X and Y though. And we're gonna do it at 25.0. There we go. Alright, now we can do some adjustments to this to make it look more like a lightsaber. So I'm gonna hit tab, and I want this actually to have a spherical shape. So I'm gonna hit shift, right click, shift A, and I'll grab me a UV sphere. Wherever it is, I'll be able to move it up by GZ and see it, scale it out. GX, GZ, GX again. There we go. Now I need to scale this down. So where's my mouse? So S, G, Y, S. I do want this to kind of fill the bottom. And now I just need to look at this view. So I'm gonna go G, X, arrow over. Okay. G, Z, arrow down. Okay. Looks fairly even. That's gonna be the lightsaber part. Now I need to add a loop cut. So I'm gonna go Control R, and it gives me my loop cut. Now I click on it and I move it over to about right here. Then I go Control R again, and I grab this loop cut, and it goes to about here. Now I need to grab these, or I have to go to face select. Then I'm gonna grab all these by hitting Shift Alt, and what I'm gonna do from here is I'm going to size it, so scale it. And one thing I forgot to do is to add this. So Control R, and it needs to have some type of capability to be able to do that. So Control R again. Now I hit Shift Alt, click, face select, Shift Alt here, and then S. And there we have it. So I need to do the same thing, as a matter of, well, not the same thing. I need to actually add a loop. I do need to add loop cuts though, so I need to add a loop here and a loop cut here. So I need to grab one. I need to grab, actually not one, but 3 faces. And I need to extrude them up. So I hit E, and it already gave me a Z. It looks kind of crooked, so I'm gonna hit Z again. So it wasn't crooked, I guess. I'm gonna go like this. I'll probably go a little higher. Alright, there we go. I'm also going to scale that a little bigger, so I'm going to go Control R, bring it close, Control R, bring it close. Now I'm basically just going to click all these because there's not all the faces that or you can hit C and make sure that thing is by your middle button or your wheel mouse. You can go like this, right click, rotate, C. Alright, right click, C. And in order to get these to go away, just click in that middle, or click in your mouse wheel. Alright, now I'm going to size these. So I'm just going to scale it out to about right here. That's looking a lot better. So now what I really want to do is I want to get out of this edit mode. I want to grab this. Or actually, oh yeah, I made it. Well, that's alright. It looks good. It looks alright. So here's my lightsaber. I actually really like it. It looks pretty cool. The dimensions look good. Scale looks good. This is going to be a really cool build. And Now what I need to do though is I need to take this and I need to add a modifier. The modifier I'm going to be adding is the Boolean modifier, because I am looking to cut this one out of this one, but not make a hole in this one necessarily. It'll be more of like a place for the light part to fit. That way, when I go to epoxy these two pieces together, I will be able to do so. Alright, so I click on that one, and then what I want to do now is I want to, as a matter of fact, hold on, let me see something here. So that's almost as long as that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this 42. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better. So now I'm gonna click this, I'm gonna go to the Boolean, I'm gonna do difference, and my difference is cylinder 01. I'm gonna do exact, and now in order for it to cut out, or actually, hold on, I forgot. There's one thing I need to do. G, Y. I need to move this into. Let me see. Yep, I need to move it into my object just a little bit. Now, what I can do here is I still need to make sure that scale is looking right. It's not really 40. There we go. So now I need to GY, see how much of it is in there. Alright, I need to put it back. Alright, here we go. So now I'm going to apply this Boolean. There we go. And as you will see, why did the, oh. Alright, so I forgot, when you do a Boolean, whatever you're trying to cut out of something, you don't click the object that you actually want to cut first. You don't want to click the object that you're trying to use as the cutter. You want to click the object that's going to be cut first. So then you want to do a Boolean, and then cylinder. Alright, everything looks good. I'm gonna hit apply, and now let's see. So GY. Yep, there we go. That's perfect. Alright, now, really the only thing that's left. Wait, hold on. What happened to my sphere? Oh well. It's kind of cool that it's out of there because it wasn't done right anyway. So UV sphere, scale it, G, X, bring it over, G, Z, scale it down a little bit, G, Y, G, Z, down one, boom. Alright, now I need to look around so I can know how to scale this thing, and it's got to be scaled down quite a bit actually. So now I can move this to the center. So G, X, over arrow. Let me see. Alright. Still obtruding. Okay, so GZ, up, GY, or GX. Over. Alright. Now, needs to go down a little bit. GZ, 2. Perfect, okay. This should be good. Yeah, it's good. So now I'm gonna shift click this, hit Control J, and there we have it. The lightsaber. Alright, so what I want to do though is there's a little bit. So alright, I'm gonna grab that. I'm going to extrude it just a little bit. I'm gonna grab this one and I'm gonna extrude it just a little bit. I'm gonna grab this one. Same thing, and so forth and so on. Alright, so as you can see here, building a pretty cool model. These need to go the hell down. Alright, I'm just gonna hit Control-Z and go back because my angling is off here. So I'm gonna need to bring this down as well. And this one down as well. I don't really want it over the ledge. I kind of want it to meet right at the ledge, if possible. So I'm gonna hit extrude, up, 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 up. There we go. Extrude. Alright. Sometimes it's a lot easier when you're extruding if you want to get like really precise. So go ahead and hit your arrows, like your arrow keys on your keyboard. Those are going to be a lot more accurate than your mouse would be, because your mouse is so easy to slip. So a lot of times arrow keys are super helpful for that. So I want to know what you guys think. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment in the description, or sorry, and a subscription. Huh, that's fun. So I really also want you guys to comment, like leave comments, tell me what you think, tell me what I could do better. I'm really down for all the criticism. I really don't care. Constructive criticism is always good. It's always welcome. Any constructive criticism that you may feel like you have, please share. I would very much appreciate it. All right. Let me get these down here. Jesus. All right. Jesus. Jesus. Dang. Focus. All right. This is coming out really well. I'm liking it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one. So GX 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to get these down. G. There's always some type of a little adjustments that you guys will need to do. And yes, it can be tedious, but at the same time, it's super beneficial to make sure that your stuff is right. You know, even if, especially if it's like for say a customer of your business. Say you have a 3D printing business, and you want to sell figurines, you want to sell stuff like that. This is the best. This is honestly like the best way that you could go, because of the fact that this is doing GZ. So this is like, there we go. Golly. Not there we go. So this is like the best way to do your work. It's really important just to make sure that you're doing good quality, because if you're gonna do work, why not do it right the first time? Like, I'm sure everybody has heard that from their parents and so forth and so on, and they might get tired of hearing it, but to be honest, we need to hear that. That's some stuff we need to hear. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, but hey, it's the truth. So GC, GX, GV. Alright. It's coming out pretty well, actually. A little more. It's really good. It's just actually a little cooler than I thought. So I would really like to know what you guys think. Any comments, any criticism is always welcome. But this is my lightsaber, and this is how it is going to look. And I'm very satisfied with that, actually. I really like that build. And this, I'm gonna want to, just so I can keep a vision of which is what. I'm gonna shade that smooth. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm gonna go back to flat because I don't know what it's doing there, but that ain't right. Alright, now I can save this file. Make sure you also remember to save your files. Like, seriously, guys, that is freaking awful when you lose a file that you had worked on, or you might even done a video about, and you just really don't know where that file is. Like, that really, really sucks. Alright, now the only thing to do, really, is to actually export this thing as an STL. I would go to File, Export, and click .stl or just STL, and I would name it lightsaber.stl. Hit Export STL. It'll export it. You can find it exactly where you find the other STLs that you have done, whether it's from Fusion or not. Just try and save them all to the same file because they're all going to go to the same place. Alright, now let's go to Cura. Alright, so I did the little changes and everything. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. And I'm going to go back to load. I'm going to go here. I'm going to open it. And there we have it. Oh yeah. It looks like they both can fit on here. It looks like they're both going to be able to fit on this plate. It's actually really cool. But not really, because I want to get rid of this. So delete object. What? Oh, come on. They're still counting them as the same. Ain't that something? Well. That's a freaking bummer. I'm gonna figure this out. So let me load that back here. Bring that back. That ain't right. There's two different objects here. So what's the same file? There's two different objects. Which ain't right. It should be split objects into two parts. Thank you. I knew there would be something. What? Oh, they disconnected my dangling sphere. Alright. Anyways, this actually is really helpful either way. Because now I can delete that, I can delete this. And now I can just print this. Which is actually really cool. I don't want to print it like this. I want to print it facing straight up. So it'll take a lot less time and everything. And it'll come out a lot better. Alright, so I'm so glad that I could get this figured out. I'm so glad that this is all like now a lot better and a lot fixed. So this is only gonna take 40 minutes. I'm definitely gonna record that because if it's only 40 minutes, then I want to show you guys like the building process. Like I really want to make this video thorough. So I hope you like it. I hope you like this video, and I hope you like my videos, my content, and I hope you subscribe. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this onto the printer. I'm going to go ahead and save the G-code. There we go. Save this lightsaber in the new folder. Well, now I'm going to have to go into... Anyways, well, yeah. So let's go to the printer. Alright, so hey guys. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this thing. So it is faced up like this. And that should come out actually really good. I'm really hoping that comes out good. It should be a little longer than the other one though, because there's a lot more features to it and stuff. Wow, it's not. I'm actually really surprised. I'm actually gonna make this one 40. 40. Alright. Alright. You can go ahead and hit toolpath to SD. It's your choice. And by the way, just to give you a little background about myself, which it might not matter to y'all, but I'm 21. And I went to school for my certification in animation, and to be honest, I found out that it's not really my route. I like animation, I like watching animation, but I mostly like watching animation more than I do actually creating animation. I much more enjoy 3D printing even more than I like watching animation. So I actually kind of wish I went to school on like 3D printers and the different things about them. Who knows? I might have a metal 3D printer by now. Who knows? But yeah, that's my thing. You can go ahead, hit toolpath to SD, and this is the end of the video, folks, for this part. But I got the printing part coming up, so stay tuned, and you will be able to get to see this lightsaber be built. Should probably be anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours that this thing will be done, and I will show you guys the final model and how cool it is.
These beats are on fire.